Hello, fourth grade. Hope everything's going well. This week we're going to be focusing on keeping a constant difference. That is a subtraction strategy, and that's exactly what it focuses on doing. Is remember. So when you think about a subtraction problem, you have the minuend, and then you have the subtrahend. So if we say, well, we have the minuend, the subtrahend is what you're subtracting away from it, so that you can find out what the difference of the two numbers is. Okay. So we say, well, I don't want to have to borrow. Well, we know we can make the subtrahend into 30 by adding 3 to it. So we're going to add 3 to the 63 to make it into 66. We know 66 lose 30 gives us a difference of 36. If we think about how that looks, let's put that on a number line for a second to bring it to life. So we have our 27 on a number line. It's supposed to be a 7, sorry. We have our 63. We have the difference between these two numbers. Well, that difference is going to stay constant. So if we add 3 here, that's going to make that into 30. If we add 3 here, that's going to make that into 66. And if you think about the difference, so let's go back to the difference between 27 and 63 is the same difference between 30 and 66. And that's how that's working. So when you're adding that 3 to make your subtrahend a friendlier number, a friendly 10 to work with, the reason you're adding another 3 then to your minuend is so that when you find the difference of the two numbers, that difference is staying constant. Let's look at it with the 3-digit number. So we have 354 is our minuend. Our subtrahend is 268. So again, let's think about a friendlier number. Well, I would rather add 2 to this and make this into 270. And then make this into 356. So if we think about it, we say, well, 6. Now I'm looking at, I have 35 tens and 27 tens. If I think of the difference of 35 and 27, it's a difference of 8. Okay, so the difference is 86. Now for others, they actually would much rather do it this way. They'd rather go all the way up into the hundreds place. So some people would rather say, well, if I have 354, I have 268, they would like to add 32 to this to make this 300. And then they would add their 32, because it's keeping a constant difference, they'd add that to 354, which gives us 386. So then when they subtract, they just have 86 as the difference. You can do that as well. I mean, again, it's a personal preference. I tend to fall back into the ones digit and then just say, well, if I have 35 tens and 26 tens, what's the difference of those? Other people say they want to make sure there's no borrowing at all, or the idea of thinking what borrowing even means in their brain or in their processing, or the fact that if their minuend is larger than their subtrahend, so they're not working with negative numbers. So they have a tendency to fall back and work with this model. Again, please do what makes most sense to you. If you're confused, please ask, okay? Hopefully this helps you. Thanks.